a lie, a real sexy lie than the ugly truth. The ugly truth is you want people to look bad, so when you decide to take money from them, they'll take your side. Sports is the only entity in the United States of America in which working class people side with management. If somebody did something wrong at your job and the boss came down on them too hard, everybody in the joint will side with the employee. In sports, you can do something right and the TV will tell you they wrong and you can hear all the facts and you'll still take their side. People, we're going to have to stop doing that. And later on in the show, I'm going to prove myself to be right as I've been right for the last 3.5 years, telling y'all show me the money and it looks like the NCAA. I'm going to keep harping on that. That's my favorite topic today. Once I get through with this NFL, it's going down. And if you want to participate, there's the number. You good, enjoy the show. Unfortunately, I gotta make the donuts. Much love, Benchwarmers. My main man, Macy, is out the building. But with that being said, man, let me give y'all this preview on this AFC South. This is an extremely competitive division. It is something about those southern divisions that make them extremely competitive, and it looks like this is going to be another season. The problem is, again, as I state on a weekly basis, it's a lot of hope trafficking in these divisions. What I mean by hope trafficking is this. You got teams telling you we're trying to win, and they're not making the prerequisite steps to win. But these teams are making strides towards winning, but don't tell me that with over 300 Division I schools, multiple schools in big Power 5 conferences, and you can't find 1,400 very good football players. You don't have to. You will not have to. You're not doing it. You're not trying. It's impossible not to find 1,400 people that play football on an excellent level. Miss me with that. I got Pedro in the building. Much love to Pedro, man. Thank you for tuning in. With that being said, we're going to start off. With that being said, I'm going to start off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars were a team in disarray. People thought they were going to be Super Bowl bound or at least contending for a Super Bowl. They made the big time mistake of trusting in a quarterback that they knew. Again, it's easier to continue to string you along with hope than to actually do yourself a favor and pay, because it's the bottom line. They don't want to cross that pay threshold because then it messes with their profit line. I keep telling y'all this. It's the truth. Now, but with that being said, Tom Coughlin is a very respected football mind. And he has put himself in a notorious situation to whereas he's forced to overpay for an average football player. The average football player is Nick Foles. Nick Foles had a Super Bowl run a couple of years ago, and he tricked the whole world. What happens is this. I keep telling y'all, you run the win, you throw the score. You run the win, you throw the score. The running of the football tires out the defense, and then if you have an average or what I call a win-with quarterback, you can win games. They are going to put the football in this dude, Nick Foles' hand. He is not a win with. He's not a win because quarterback. He's a win with. I got my main man out of LSU down there running the football, but he cannot stay healthy there. Receiving core is not up to par. They tighten up that line, and the defense should be back. Even though they got my man Jalen Ramsey is scared to talk, he's saying, "Oh man, I'm a grown man now. You a grown man. Last year you called every quarterback you could a bum, but we're not gonna talk about that, Jalen. Jalen is one of the best cornerbacks in the league, and Jalen Ramsey is a smart cornerback. What he will do is not do exactly what he did and not say another word. And if they don't franchise tag him, walk the hell away. Walk the hell away. Stop talking this nonsense. Hey, y'all know how I feel. Stop talking about it's about the ring when it's about the money. Generational wealth, taking care of your family, your clan, your village, your tribe. That's it. That's how you get down. With that being said, they did solidify a couple of places in defenses, spots on the defense. This should be a revitalized defense. They should have a solid running game, and Nick Foles is not a winner, even though he's won a Super Bowl, but he's not a winner. But if they can even everything out, looking at the schedule that they have, I don't see them winning more than 6 games. because of the competition that they will be facing, as well as the lack of outside weapons. You can stack the box, and then if you don't have weapons for Nick Foles to throw to, even being an average quarterback, he's not a lift the team kind of quarterback. So I don't see them winning more than 6 games. But they will be very competitive because they will run the football. This is a solid football team. This is not a good football team. Solid won't get you any more than 6 victories. They let go one of their primary weapons, which is T.J. Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon is one of the running backs in the league on third down conversions. But the difference will be this: instead of struggling, they will be able to maintain. One of the things that they did do is pick up Alfred Blue, formerly of the Indianapolis Colts. I don't know why I want to call him the Baltimore Colts. They're the Indianapolis Colts. And then they got Leonard Fournette. This will spell him in regards to his injury history. Hopefully he'll do well. But we're going to look at this situation and look at it one time. 6-10 is the best I see them doing. I agree, but Microwave about to be mad. Man, it's like, hey, Microwave knows Nick Foles is a bum. He got lucky. I mean, see, again, man, this is what happens when you look at these quarterbacks. They put these quarterbacks on TV and they show their highlights. And they trick people who don't know what the hell they're looking at. Blue was on the Texas. You're right. Thank you, Joe. Joe is the associate producer of the show. Joe from Houston. Thank you, Joe. What happens is they show you these highlights and they show you the players that they make. But the guts of the football game is this. When you have a solid running game, it puts the receivers in a one-on-one position, and even a quarterback whose average is Nick Foles, he will put you in a position to win, and that's all he is. I don't give a damn who you are, Tom Landry, George Halas, Bill Belichick, any other coach that ever walked the face of this earth. He'll tell you Nick Foles is an average quarterback on his best day. What they did was run the hell out of football in that Super Bowl. He throws the ball deep well and he throws the ball short well. Intermittent throws, he'll throw it out the stadium. That's all they asked him to do. Therefore, bam, that's what he did. I got my girl, Miss Girly Girl, in the building. Thank you for joining the farm. Speaking all over this evening, New Night Radio. Much love to my sister. I need everybody to follow Esquire Radio Network on Spreaker.com, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And get up with all our affiliates. Holla at your boy. Now, with that being said, we're going to move to the next team in this division, which is the Tennessee Titans. The Tennessee Titans are a awesome football team, believe it or not. It doesn't say they're an awesome football team, but they're well-rounded. One of the things that will set them back is their offensive coordinator, who, when you look at the statistics, and this is why you don't look at statistics, you listen, you look at the games, and you listen to your boy. When you look at the statistics, it tells you that the Tennessee Titans offense sucks. But they have one of the best play callers for limited talent in the league. Show you how good of a play call is. Now he calling the plays for Aaron Rodgers as his head coach. When you're looking at these situations, you're looking at a situation to whereas the Tennessee Titans have a lot of talent all over the place. This is a team that slapped around the Patriots a little bit last year. This is a team that was 9-7. I anticipate them taking a step back because when you lose a major league play caller, that's what happens. Look, they got Mike Vrabel. I don't have no issue with Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel has never impressed me, and Mike Vrabel comes from that Bill Belichick school of thought. When you come from that Bill Belichick school of thought and you try to do those Belichickian, so to speak, moves, it don't work outside of Foxborough. You know why? Because you can do all you want, but you're not Bill Belichick. They don't have a lot of weapons on the outside either. And this is why the two teams that's going to dominate this division do, because they're well-rounded. The Tennessee Titans are a solid football team. They have a solid young quarterback in Marcus Mariota. But like in a lot of cases, they don't get these brown people who throw the football a whole lot of help on the outside. When you don't get these guys a whole lot of help on the outside, you limit the defense. Look, you limit the offense. And when you limit the offense, you tire out the defense. And when you tire out the damn defense, what happens? You are forcing people to do things that they're uncomfortable doing, and then you eventually will lose. Derrick Henry should have an outstanding season this year. I'm anticipating big things. Again, as I've been saying for the last 4 weeks, Football is about to go through a metamorphosis. They are not going to tell you this, but they're going to run the football way more than they have in the last 3 to 5 years, simply because you can't win without running. The Patriots showed you that. They don't tell you that because guess what? When you and your friends who really don't know football watch football, y'all looking for deep passes and touchdowns. So they keep telling you it's a passing league, it's a passing league, it's a passing league. It'll never be a passing league. As long as we're in North America and it get cold outside, unless everybody start playing in dome stadiums, it's never going to be a passing league. In some stadiums, some cities are not going to build a dome because they have a tradition. Chicago, Illinois being one of those teams. They're not going to do it. So stop falling for the banana and tailpipe. You got Marcus Mariota coming off an injury. You got Derrick Henry. And then you have a bunch of average ball players. Again, it seems as when you've been kissed by the sun, you don't get everything you need to be successful. But Marcus will overcome this. He's been, I got my man DJ Knox. He under the weather. He in the building. And I got my man Mandelion in the building. Thank y'all for joining us, man. When you've been kissed by the sun, it seems that they don't want to give you a whole lot of help. But we're going to keep our eyes open for them. I'm anticipating them being 8-8 because the lack of outside weapons. Point blank period. If you get Marcus Mariota some help, he'll be a solid quarterback. And stop trying. See, this is why I don't like the coaching in professional sports. True coaching is adjusting your game plan in accordance to the talent that you have on the field. It's not making the dudes on the field do what you think they should do. You cannot be successful like that. If I'm a left-hand person, you cannot teach me to be right-handed no matter how hard you try, how hard I work. I'm never going to be right-handed. It goes against who I am. And you cannot teach a dog to meow or catch the ball. And that's what these coaches do. If they allow Marcus Mariota, this is how you know it's not a true passing league. Because Marcus Mariota ran in college what is called a pistol. It's like a semi-shotgun set in which you are not under center and you're not in the shotgun. It gives the quarterback the threat to run. Marcus has great legs. He has a solid arm, and he's extremely accurate. That was one of the attributes. When he came into the league, he was accurate. So what they do, they want him to play Tom Brady's game. His game is not Tom Brady's game. You didn't draft him number 2 overall because he plays like Tom Brady. So stop trying to get him to play like Tom Brady. What you do is allow him to evolve into Tom Brady, like Andy Reid, like Bill Belichick, and like other solid, like the coach up in Philadelphia. These coaches are successful because they say, hey, this guy runs well. We're not going to run him into the ground. But what we are going to do is allow him to utilize his talent so we can be successful as we develop him as a player. Up until and including that moment, these dudes will continue to struggle. This is why I had the Tennessee Titans at 8-8. It's not looking good in Tennessee. Again, hope trafficking at its best. Now, again, you already know 773-797-2409. If you want to add, subtract, divide, or multiply your opinion into the discussion, I'm welcome to it. I want to smoke. Joe from Houston is in he's in a precarious situation. He lives in Houston, but he loves the Indianapolis Colts. This is why anybody who knows me, they know that Deshaun Watson is my second favorite player in the National Football League. My favorite player being Jameis Winston. So it's going to be tough for me too. But with that being said, again, when you see these guys kissed by the sun, they don't get all the help they can get. Point blank period. Call me what you want to call me, but what I want you to do, if you offer your opinion, I want you to give me some facts. I'll show you historically where this happens. Now, you can offer an opinion, but I need you to be able to back it up. I don't want to, well, that's just my opinion. Then they might ask you a damn opinion. Now, with that being said, the Houston Texans, they have a compact offense, and they have a quote-unquote quarterback whisperer as a coach. I think he's a half-ass coach, point blank period. This dude, Deshaun Watson, actually saved his career. And if anybody who's ever listened to my show, you know, I give the first 3 years of success of a quarterback coming into the NFL to credit to his college organization because they prepared him. From that point on, it's up to your coach to develop you. Now, the Houston Texans did go out and draft some big time offensive linemen from smaller universities. This is why I keep telling you, hey, for those who keep saying, well, You ain't gonna get drafted. You can't go to HBCUs because you ain't gonna get drafted. I'm gonna need you to explain that